Hey everyone, today I'm going to be installing a digital instrument cluster in this Mercedes, so it's going to look like this. I'm going to pull the steering wheel away and down so we can get better access to this. Alright, so back here we have this panel. So I'm just going to pull this out. Okay. So here we have some bolts, if you look on this side, and then this side over here. So right now I'm using a T15 to remove this, and it's coming out so far. Now we're getting the one on this side. So for this part, what I've done is I pulled this trim down, and then I wiggled this left and right until this came free. Okay. Okay, so we have this plug right here that's going in. You push this tab in, pull this up, and then this connector comes out. And now we have to find a way to get this to leave. Alright, so what I'm finding so far is if I can get these two to clear this assembly and this, it comes out this way, and then I'll be able to move it to the side like this. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Here's what the assemblies look like side by side. Using a T8 Torx bit, on the back of the old one, we're going to remove a handful of screws so we're able to access the clips afterwards. With the screws free, we're now able to access these clips. If you see a sticker like this, be sure to slice it. After pulling on the sets of clips, this back cover comes off. On this side, we have these cone-shaped things to remove. You push down on the tab and then turn this to be able to remove it.
Oops, it broke.
And then turn. Other one comes off the same way. Push down on the tab, turn this, and this comes off. Remove these decorative rings, and then place this face down once again. Okay. So this is the old instrument cluster. Here's what the back looks like. Make sure you don't do any further work on it. Here's what the other side of it looks like with the rings gone and everything. So now we're going to put this back face down. And then this is the new board with the screen on the other side like this. Now we're going to take this cable. We're going to plug this cable in over here. Make sure to check the orientation of the cable and the pin to pull this down as well. It should have a nice click. And then this locks here. Route this cable out through the side of this hole. Make sure it stays there as you put this main board on top of it. The black plastic cover that came on the back of the old unit, we're going to fit it on this new unit now with the main board in here. It should snap in and everything, and all the screws that we used from earlier are going to be used on this board now. So we have everything sticking out, the screws are all going in, just pointing them out to you as I see them. Just make sure to tighten all of these down. Then we take this cable over here, and we insert it into this port over here. So take a closer look. This is how it's supposed to look, and this is how it snaps in. Okay, keep it
Like this?
Yes, like that. Okay, so it's recording. Now we take the new wire from the instrument cluster and connect it to the car's wire. Should look like this, and then snap in as well. We want to push these wires back in through this hole so they don't get caught in the assembly. So now I'm just rocking this back and forth until it fits snugly. The holes all line up at the bottom. For this piece over here, if you flip it over, they came with these silver things, so we want to make sure we put the silver things on the back.
Dad, I see a bug.
Alright, so here we go. I ended up removing this again and then snapping this back on towards the back. Then pushing everything back together. And I can press home, toggle all the different things. Everything starts out in Chinese, but if you go straight to the settings, you can find the language option and then change it to English. I then went into display settings, and if you go down, you can change the car model to whichever one you have. You can also change a couple of things like the units for speed and temperature. So I'm changing speed to miles per hour. Set the tire pressure to PSI. fuel consumption to miles per gallon, US. So now in theme, here's some of the themes like Sport. Here's another one called the Vanguard. And there's plenty of themes here. I like the AMG one the most, actually. This surely has made the car a bit more modern, which is pretty cool. And we still have all of the different car settings available to us. And that's not all. This also supports Apple CarPlay, which can show in the screen. I can demonstrate in a different video.